It's Jeff McQuilkin again. As you recall, I'm doing a video diary on my experiences as a recording connection student. I wanted to talk about lesson 2, my second lesson in the recording studio. In this lesson, we talked about acoustics and about how sound waves act and how that affects the building of a studio space. In my studio, where I'm apprenticing, my mentor, Jesse, took me around and showed me the specific things about how our studio had been built and the various methods they'd used to diffuse and absorb different frequencies, as well as create isolation for the sound. While a professional studio can go to a lot of expense to create the best acoustic environment possible for their clients and for the recording, there's actually a lot of things that my mentor shared with me that could easily be applied to creating a home studio space. I'm in this room that I'm in is probably going to become my studio, and as you may recall from earlier sessions, one of the reasons I'm taking this course is to improve in my personal recording, which would be in a home studio. So as I get to thinking about building a home studio, the information that I learned in this lesson is really helpful toward that. It really interested me a lot. One thing that was particularly interesting is the use of air and creating pockets of air to help with outside sound absorption. In other words, keeping sounds you don't want coming in and keeping sounds you want contained from leaving the space. Just a simple thing like building a double wall creates a pocket of air that can stop sound from going where you don't want it to go. We also talked at length about the control room, how studio monitors, about studio monitors that engineers use for mixing. And we talked about how even the best set of studio monitors can have a different sound in a different room. It's not enough just to have a good set of studio speakers. The room that those speakers are in has to be acoustically tuned as well. You can put a very good set of speakers in 2 different rooms and they will sound different because of the way that the sound waves bounce back off of the walls. So it's just as important to have the room acoustics correct as it is to have a good set of speakers. Looking around in this room, I can already tell there's some things that I'm going to have to do to improve the acoustics to keep the sound waves controlled from not bouncing in places I don't want them to go. That will help me with both recording and when I go to mix what I have recorded. As I talked with Jesse, I was also impressed about how he referred to the speaker monitors that he liked to use. That good engineers will spend several years learning a set of speakers, much the way a musician gets to know a particular instrument. This was also very interesting to me because I'm a musician first and foremost, and I understand what it is to get used to a particular instrument, why different musicians choose different instruments, and they spend sometimes years getting to know the various nuances of those instruments. Well, with an audio engineer, a good one, the studio monitors work the same way. My mentor told me he prefers to use a set of monitor speakers that's not actually very good sounding because it makes him work harder to perfect the mix. And there's a particular set of speakers he likes to use, and he uses those speakers all the time with his mixing. Choosing and working with the same set of speakers over a period of time gives the engineer kind of a fixed point of reference. So he or she will come to know how a song mixed in those particular speakers will begin to sound in other environments. So it's it was kind of the importance of picking a set of speakers that works well for you, and then working with those speakers over an extended length of time helps you become better at mixing because it helps become your frame of reference. I thought all of those things were very interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's on the next lesson.